Hello and welcome to the Cook to Flourish kitchen. This is Robin Cook with your cooking coach in partnership with Red Fern Farms. I am so excited to share with you some fun ways to enjoy some of the beautiful Swiss chard that we were able to get today in our CSA shares. Who else is excited for their beautiful veggies that you got today? So I wanted to share with you some wonderful ways that you can enjoy this nutrient dense super green, or kind of a reddish green sometimes. But Swiss chard is amazing. It's rich in antioxidants that we see displayed in its color. It also has great minerals. So whether you eat it raw, you're going to get wonderful magnesium, that calming mineral, or if you eat it cooked, you're going to get magnesium plus potassium and some iron. You don't want to cook it too long, but you can cook this green and still retain amazing nutrient content. So what are some fun ways that we can enjoy it? Well, first of all, the great news is you can eat both the leaf and the stem. They're both edible. You can think of this stem kind of like you would celery, so you can eat it raw, or you can chop it up thinly and saute it into other recipes. So both parts are edible, so you can get the most bang for your buck. Now, you can also use this, you can slice it thinly and saute it as a side dish, both the stem part and the leaf part. You can also chop it thinly and you can saute it into a soup. The last 10 to 15 minutes of this soup, whether it be a minestrone soup or a vegetable soup, it's going to be delicious in that. You can also use it in casseroles, like Italian casseroles. You can even use it in the crock pot. In our Cook to Flourish cookbook, we have a recipe that's called a simmer down dinner. So it has chicken thighs, it has some crushed fire roasted tomatoes and kale. But if you don't have kale, but you have Swiss chard, you can use the Swiss chard instead. A lot of recipes you can exchange Swiss chard and use it instead of kale or spinach. So keep that in mind. It's a great recipe swap. You can even use this in place of spinach in frittatas, in omelets. Swiss chard is wonderful in those as well. But if you wanted to have a cold breakfast, you can even use the leaves of Swiss chard and freeze it in gallon bags and add it to smoothies. It's wonderful in that too. Now, another thing that you can enjoy it with is not only to eat it, but to look at it on the dinner table. So I have a pretty little flower arrangement here, and you can take a beautiful Swiss chard leaf, put a little bit of plastic wrap around it, especially if you're planning on eating this after you've enjoyed it on the dinner table. You can then just slide this into your pretty little bouquet and enjoy it in there. Isn't that pretty? So it just goes along with it really, really well. So that's another fun way to enjoy it. But then two edible ways that I wanted to finish up our video is in a wrap. So maybe you've used Swiss chard as a wrap before. You can even use, lettuce leaves or collard greens. But tonight we're gonna do these wonderful Swiss chard leaves as a wrap. So first, you're going to wanna pick one that is gonna be wide enough for you to roll up, okay? So that's job number one. Job number two is we're gonna take off the stem part. So you wanna take it either your thumbnail or you can do it with a knife, either way, and just break that off. And remember that this is still valuable. We can use it to dip into hummus or into guacamole, or to chop it up and saute it in something different. So we're gonna put that aside. Now, I have this one and I have this one, so whichever color of veining you want to enjoy. So we're first going to do one that has some mashed avocado. Love avocado. So avocado is going to go here onto our beautiful Swiss chard leaf. Just smother it on there like you would mayonnaise. You could use a healthy mayonnaise. You could even do hummus if you wanted to instead of avocado. And then we're going to take some cooked chicken. So this is organic chicken. Now this particular chicken I flavored with some coconut aminos, some toasted sesame oil, some ginger. It is just wonderful. But you can use whatever flavor of chicken that you want. And then also in our CSA share from Red Fern Farm, we got some beautiful radishes. Aren't they just gorgeous. So I shredded a radish, and that's gonna go on top of our chicken. Now you could do the regular red radish, you could do daikon radish, you could do the purple daikon radish. Wouldn't that be just beautiful? And then I also have some of their amazing little baby sweet carrots. So I just shredded a carrot here too, and that's gonna give it a little bit of crunch and a little bit of sweetness. And then why not add some of our little pea shoots into our Swiss chard little wrap here. So you can have as many as you want. So then all you have to do is just wrap it around. You might actually just have to hold it and eat it, but if the leaf is big enough, you can wrap it. You could put a little toothpick in there, and then there you have a wonderful, healthy wrap. It's a great lunch. It's a quick dinner. It is fantastic and so nourishing and fresh too. So we're gonna let that just sit there. Hopefully it'll stay. And then next, we're going to do a tuna salad wrap. So you want to see how your leaf is going to fold best. So in this case, it's gonna be this way. So I have some tuna salad. Now when you're buying tuna, be careful to get a tuna that's gonna have the least amount of mercury in it. So I like to do the chunk light tuna or skipjack tuna that's packed in water, no soy in there. Make sure that it says just tuna and water. And then there's also some celery in there, or you could even chop up your Swiss chard stem in there if you wanted to. And then we use an avocado oil mayonnaise or a veganaise, or you could do mashed avocado. Now, if you want a vegetarian option, you could do like a chickpea salad or some cooked quinoa or some cooked brown or wild rice into this instead of the chicken or instead of the tuna salad. That would be wonderful as well. Or even organic tofu or tempeh, that would be good too. And then we're gonna add a little bit of our pea shoots onto the tuna salad. Simple as that, super easy, super delicious, and you're using your amazing vegetables from Red Fern Farm. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I hope that you really enjoy your Swiss chard and your beautiful vegetables this week. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.